So, welcome back to the AT, where I am apparently aqua blazing right down the middle of the damn trail. Well, this is kind of nasty. So it is at one of the quieter periods right now, but it's been kind of a crazy night. If you see this kind of bending in, it's because the wind is hitting me from this side. I am protected, but there is a lot of wind out here. Good thing I tied down everything I could last night. Part of the reason why I insist on this tent is I have been in it through a lot of strong wind, heavy rain, yada yada, and I have confidence in it actually surviving, unlike some of the ones I've had. I mean, if I had my trekking pole tent, if you can get it tied down, bomber. It has less flex than the poles will here. But if the ground's soft like this, if there are limited rocks or the rocks aren't heavy enough, yeah. I have been sitting here trying to force myself to get edits done, but I'm just dreading this too much, so time to rip the Band-Aid off, I guess. I am remembering a conversation from years ago in the Sierra about the worst weather actually being wind, not rain or snow or anything. Just another lovely damn day in Georgia. My foot is still hurting a bit today, so my plan, assuming today goes to plan and I make it down the hill, is I'm probably going to delay for a few days just to give the foot a chance to heal, the weather a chance to clear, because I'll probably enjoy it more if I'm not going through this. I'll do ankle pain or weather, but both. Also, the gentleman who's going to give me a ride down there was hoping to do a hike when he dropped me off. So probably more polite to wait for better weather if that's just a day or two. Biggest plus side of the tree canopy out here. If I was out west, there'd be no way I could use the umbrella in this wind. Well, this is bringing back memories. Oh. So the AT and the BMT actually keep intersecting here. I just passed another junction back there. I'm pretty sure I could cut off a mile or two if I took the AT instead of the BMT. I mean, I have done both technically from when I was here on the ECT, but that just feel like cheating. The irony is the last time I came through here, I seem to recall rushing to Springer to beat a big storm and then spending a day off trail waiting for the weather to clear. Okay, Ron, the shuttle driver, is supposedly on his way. Cell reception's been off and on, which is partially why I camped 3.7 miles from Springer instead of coming closer. I've been getting it off and on, but not very much. Hopefully the road up to Springer doesn't get closed by something. There has been a good amount of wind and wet here. Okay, so that technically ends the BMT. However, I'm like 0.2 short of Springer, so kind of feels silly not to go tag that since that's the landmark everybody knows. And when people have asked where I'm hiking, I'm like, oh yeah, Springer. Okay, well, I guess the monument isn't technically it. The sign is it. So there you go. So welcome back to the AT, where I am apparently aqua blazing right down the middle of the damn trail. And welcome to my least favorite of the big three monuments, ye old Springer. There's a reason why most people take their pictures down at Amicalola, you know? I am not spending any time up here because of the weather, and I hopefully have a shuttle driver to meet, but yeah, I'm not even going to try and sign into the register there. All I'm going to do is get it soaked, assuming there even is one and it's in reasonable shape. Okay, first blaze. I have said it I don't know how many times, and I will continue to say it as long as anybody listens. The AT makes no bloody sense. It stops like halfway through the country. Hence why Key West to Canada, the only way to go. I usually say that I have triple crowned the hard way. I did the CDT Red Line, I did the Key West up to Canada route, and then I did the PCT. I have actually been lucky on most of my finishes. I remember, umbrella issues. I have actually been really lucky on all my monument finishes. I remember on the PCT, I delayed a couple of days in Stehekin because I was having foot and pack rash issues, I think it was. And I ended up having a lovely finish where I got to sit at the Canadian border for a while. Flash and a few other people were there. It was nice. And if I hadn't done that, I know somebody who finished right around when I would have, and it was like this, so cold and wet. They basically got there, took a couple of pictures, and had to skedaddle. And that one, it was a long skedaddle because no getting into Canada at the time due to COVID, so 30-mile backtrack, I think, which was actually really cool because you got to high five and see everybody a few days on either side of you, so it was a nicer way to kind of say goodbye than most of the finishes. There is a shelter up here, Springer Shelter. I think I stuck my nose in it out of curiosity when I came through on the ECT, just to kind of, because at the time, you know, I'd seen a few shelters on the Pinhoti, but they were still kind of this weird East Coast thing that I'd only heard about. And yes, if I just hiked for another hour or two yesterday and come up here, I would probably be sitting warm and dry somewhere right about now, but hey, it seems appropriate to kind of finish this way. I got so lucky during the entire hike. Just ran into a couple out here who was training for the PCT. Heck of a way to train. So yeah, this is the Springer Shelter. I guess it makes sense if you are doing the approach trail, maybe. Whoa. Oh, I hope that shuttle driver is there when I get to that parking lot. If my shuttle driver is not there, then I either get to go hang out in that shelter and wait till the road opens up, or I guess walk down the approach trail. But we prepaid for the hotel room tonight, you know, worrying more about it filling up with recent history, which is probably why this is happening. So, you know, just remove flexibility. Every time I make a plan, the universe bloody hates a plan. And so this is it. Last diamond blaze. Okay, I think I see lights down there, so not today, hypothermia. Oh yeah.
And walk around.
Yeah.
And I went up there and walked around, and right smack dab.
and made it into town, and I am ready to get dry and sit in a tub. So I am officially stuck here for 2 additional nights, and I think I'm okay with it at the moment. In addition to hiking in the rain today, I took 2 Advil before I left because I kind of needed to power through the remaining miles to Springer, and I was still feeling my foot. So hopefully a couple of days of rest and it'll be doing better, hopefully.